Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm AxionEvolved, and today we gotta start getting some of this stuff checked off. But before I get any further into this, do me a quick, small, easy favor. Scroll down just a tiny little bit and double check if that subscribe button is enabled. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So with that out of the way, let's kind of hop into what we're doing here. So if we look here, there's a couple things that we kind of left off that we wanted to kind of get done in the last episode, but we couldn't, right? So one of those things, plastic pellets, biomass, resin farm power, all that kind of stuff. Well, I actually, by chance, ran into a possible solution for all that. So let me go and take you over and show you what I mean. So if you'll notice right here, this is where the crystals were going to get grabbed. I realized all of the quarries were below the cold caverns, and then I realized I had biomass literally coming up, right? So I mean, I guess we hit a biomass vein on one of these. I guess this guy right here. In fact, do I have biomass like in any of this stuff? No. So it's just kind of doing its thing. That's fine. Okay, so it looks like we're hitting a biomass vein down there, which is great. We just need biomass literally for plastic pellets. So that is a nice little plus up there. Also, you'll remember that we were kind of low on coal and all that. Well, what happened was that the coal vein over here literally just ran out. This guy right here, this is a big old coal vein right here, and it just ran out and we were mining it. So this guy is, you know, we set that up a while ago. It's feeding from a coal vein over there. But also, I decided to kind of help myself out a little bit and dug some holes down here, and you can see a massive tin deposit here. But we're hitting a little coal vein that's way over here. It's like, I don't know, 600k or so, but it should provide us coal for a good while. So luckily, I think we're okay on coal for the time being, which means we can kick the quarry power plant down the road. But the next thing's just right over here, and that's the plastic pellet refinery. So you can see we kind of just got that going. I got 1.6k biomass. So we just come up, we grab plastic pellets. It's just doing its thing. It's just, I could probably, you know, down the road get more refineries so that it's outputting stuff faster. But we got 245 plastic pellets right now, which is nice because I think if I look at what does it cost to make turbine intakes or housing. So I only need 36 for each turbine. So that's, you know, plenty, right? 36, and then we need 9. Boom, now we got another turbine, right? And I've used that to finish off this turbine right here. So now we got both turbines going, and they're all hooked up. I know we only had the bottom one last time, but now we got them both hooked up. And I've also been working a little bit over here. So you can see I made this nice little, I don't know, there's like this little tunnel where you can come up and, oh, look, there's our resin farm and all that. Yay. Making tons of resin, right? But then also, I've kind of extended this a little bit. So you can kind of come up into the resin farm because I've got some of this stuff more hooked up, right? I got this battery powered. I got some of the resin stuff on there. And this is working well enough, I'll say. I mean, we're getting quite a bit of resin, but a couple things still to figure out in here, which I don't think we're going to necessarily get to this episode. But, you know, making sure that, like, this battery situation, how we're going to power that, I don't really know. If you guys got ideas on how we should power that one, leave them down below. I guess, in theory, I could, I don't know, put some turbines out there, put another battery, put some turbines, and just beam the power that way. That's an option. I could put another battery on the same line down here, so there'd be a Mark IV battery right there. But then I'd have to put like turbines on the outside, and the way I do that, you know, there'd be a turbine kind of taking up these 3 blocks, so we'd have to come even lower and up into that. Which, you know, maybe that's not the end of the world. Maybe that's like, I don't know. Maybe that's a good enough solution for this. So let me know what you guys think. I may end up just putting turbines up there. I don't know. We'll kind of figure that, or we could just, you know, siphon power from every other one and just power it that way. I don't know. There's got to be an option. And then one thing I still want to do in here, which I haven't gotten to yet, obviously, is I'm going to put 4 batteries in the ceiling as well. Because you can see These things, I think they have a 32 range. Oh, I'm sorry, a 16 range. Definitely not 32. And if we stand here and we kind of distance find, you know, 17 meters. So then that's standing up here. So, you know, we're not getting everything at the top. So I think a couple, maybe even just solar powered. Ooh, actually, huh. I may even be able to do some turbines up there, huh? I did all solar last time, but I could very easily like set up the batteries and then put the turbines right on top and just have that power flow that way. You know, have it just, we'll do some kind of circuit for the, all the fuel, all the high energy composite fuel, and we'll beam it down there or something so that it gets back into the system. But that could be kind of neat. I mean, that's outside the scope of this video, but man, that might be the next video though, honestly. That might be the next episode. That's because I kind of like that idea. And I'd love to get this thing somewhat finalized, right? So if I'm looking at the board here though, I could say, I think we're good. Plastic pellet refinery, that should be okay. Harvest biomass, I'm going to call that okay as well. And the other thing I kind of want to look at is maybe this guy right here, right? So what I meant by that, right? We talked last time about what we're doing right here with all this and how we're just sending all of that up here to be macerated. I'm noticing some bottlenecks with this situation, this system, because we've got some other ores that kind of just like build up everything, you know, the iron and the gold most notably. But I also think that this is something that can be expanded on quite a bit. And I've seen some stuff, you know, on the Steam community forums and other places online where like you can feed like the refined liquid resin and basically have an infinite ore farm. You can get other deposits. So I think what I might want to do, and I think we might use this area to help us, is I think I want to kind of do a whole new macerator setup, but spend the time to tap a lot of these different deposits everywhere. And, you know, we could use this for power, and then we'll just feed that all into macerators to get the lithium and the tier 2 ores. Because the tier 1 ores we have in such abundance, it's not really an issue. But the tier 2 ores, like what is this? You know, tier 1 ore right here. So much tin. What is this? That's a casual 2 million tin almost, right? So it's just everywhere. So we can figure out ways to kind of gather that in bulk. Like, what is this? This is what I mean. 4 million copper. Just those two alone, we could put, I don't know, 8 miners on them, have 4 lines coming over here, macerating right here and outputting, you know, maybe we even make a 5th line here, you know, a 5th row, just like we did for all the other ones. That's just for the macerator outputs. I mean, who knows, right? The point is we have options, and I think I want to kind of take advantage of those options, right? So that's what I think we're going to get set up for in this episode. And I think I'm going to do that all right over here. So let me go and gather all the stuff I'll need from that. And then I'll meet you guys back in, I guess, this general area. So I've been working a little bit on getting this all set up. I got all the parts I need, and I've even started laying some of the extractors down, right? So over here, this vein is like 12 million tin. So I figured, what's 2 more extractors? We're still going to keep this setup going over there because it's just already there, and I don't feel like moving it. But these guys, we're just going to kind of run some belts over this way with the intention of landing somewhere over here. And over here, you can see that I got some upslopes here because right over here I have that 4 million tin vein. So we're just gonna, you know, this is all running off solar over there. We're gonna just run the belts, go up that way, and then over here, you kind of saw it before the cut, we've got like 4 million copper right here. So I just threw on again 2 extracting stations. I'm gonna run the belts up these columns right here, and then I'll probably just dig a little hole, you know, like literally just kind of go in through there. We'll have to kind of figure out the logistics, but go in through here, pop out somewhere over here, and then hit those belts. So I'm gonna go and kind of hook that stuff up real quick, and then I'll show you what it all looks like at the end, and then we'll go and we'll figure out kind of how we're gonna set up all that macerating. All right, so now we've got the belts running, and you can see these guys just snake over here. All these guys meet up and snake over there. You know, there's just like this little, they're kind of running up here, up these columns, and they're just kind of reorienting themselves to kind of go where they need to go. So everything is over here, right where we need it. Now, I guess we have a couple options, right? What I would love to do is have all of this stuff output onto one belt, but from both sides, right? So let's plan this out. I think what I'll do, I think each belt line is enough throughput for one layer. So I think, let me think here. So I think I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to do, and I'm just going to kind of arbitrarily put this down, right? I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hopper, belt, hopper, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So we're going to do that. But for these ones, I'm going to use like full-size hoppers, 100-slot hoppers. Because we kind of want this to be able to store everything we need. Actually, we don't even need to content share this, honestly. But we're going to go up another round. In fact, can I just like... Of course not. Why would that go the right way? That would be too easy. We'll do that. Can this work? No, of course not. That's fine, that's fine. Now, why I'm doing it this way will hopefully be clear very shortly. But the gist of it is that I want to be able to feed all this with as much as possible, right? So now we're gonna need the inputs, right? So we'll do that, that, and same thing over here, that, with a line of belts down the middle. Just like that. And then for these guys, it's just a matter of this, just filling this all in, you know. All right, now, because we're not sharing, I need to have a belt that goes down onto the belt below it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try this. I think that should work. Like, I think that'll grab from both sides. But there's only one way to find out. So I'm going to do that. And we're just going to see if that works, to be honest. Like, I don't know. We're going to see. So let's start taking these belts. And I'm going to map this one to over here. So I'm just going to literally turn it over and... Ooh, actually, I'm going to do... Here, let's do this. Oh, hold on. I got to think about this. I need to get up one, right? I mean, I get... So what I'm thinking about, right? When I run this over, right? I'm not going to fully hook it up just so I don't have all this in my inventory, right? When I do that... Oh, that's not even lined up. If I do something like that, and I want to get up to the next level, that means this one can't turn here. It has to turn here. Which means this one, these two, aren't going to have enough space. Because I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So what I guess I can do is... Oh, you know what? We'll be fine. I'll do this, and then I will just put that guy right there, and the upslope right there. Easy, right? Do this. So it'll be like this. These 4 coming in that way. And we'll just hook that up. Right, so this one's just going to come all the way down. And hit just like that, and then boom, get hooked up. This one's just going to do the same thing, except it's just going to go right in. This one is going to be the upslope. Man, we are just doing all kinds of crazy belt work in this series. This season. So just like that. Yep, that's nice. And then for this side, I guess we'll do the inside. So like this one going to right here. These ones are a little bit... Oh man, this is actually really tight. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We might not have a choice. Okay, well, we can at least hook that up. For the next one, though, I might have to use some of this. Shoot, I think this will work. You know, we're gonna find out. I mean, we can make it work. That's not like an issue. But let me see here. That? Yeah, we'll just put this down over here just so we have it. And then I'll hook it all up once everything's hooked up, right? Okay, so for the third one, though, I think I'm just going to have them run on the same belt. So kind of like that. And then like this. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think we're going to run out of space over here. So this guy's just going to have to go straight in, and that guy is just going to have to be above it. And you know what? It just is what it is. It's interesting to say the least. So that's really all we can hope for. I mean, there's a little bit of space. I just don't want to... I mean, I guess I could. Because you know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. It will be fine. Okay, so that's super close to being hooked up, but we're not done. I have this kind of designated to come up like this. I don't want to use the existing line here for the output. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an upper line. It's just going to be literally right above this. And it's just going to get its own set of filters, which I don't have set up yet. But luckily, I've got plenty of these. So now, what I used to do, up until literally the last time I was setting this up, to set up these filters, I would go in there, right? So this is titanium. I would go in, right? That's the slow way to do it. I've already got these ores on my hotbar, so I can literally just go up, Q, opposite, Q, right? This one is what? Nickel. Select the nickel. Q, Q, T. It's so much faster. I don't know what I was doing. I have them all set up. I was typing each one in. Look how fast this is. It's literally so fast. What is this? This is the tin, right? Yeah. And then this is copper, right? So now I just need to make sure they're all set right. Accept, accept, accept. Yep, that's good. Now, one thing we're going to have to do, which I don't know if we're going to be able to do this episode or not, but I'm going to have to make like a 5th line for everything. Luckily, this is actually blown up. If you didn't see this, I put a short up about blowing this up. Look at how close it came. In the short, you can see how close the explosion comes, but man, this was a level 3 explosive, and it could not have gone better. But luckily, we've left ourselves a little bit of space to be able to add in the 5th belt if we need to, so that shouldn't be a problem running this all, but I'll probably do that off camera. The most important thing, though, is to get it all kind of hooked up. So let's do that real quick and kind of see it come to life. All right, now we just kind of watch it all flow in. And it's going to be hard to see, because right now we got a big backup, so all the belts are just fully saturated. But I'm interested to see how they work when it's just outputting. What is the See, we could even go up another drill motor for all of these, right? Because this is only pulling 8 and we have 20. So let's kind of take a look-see here. Look at all of that already. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Is that iron? That's less ideal, honestly. But it is what it is. Look at that. We're already starting to fill up. You know what? If I put these onto share, are these on sharing? Here, yeah, let me share all of these hoppers, because then it can at least start to output some of the stuff. All right, and there we go. See, it's starting to put them onto the lower belts. And this is mostly a big deal for the nickel, because we need all the nickel we can get. Titanium, gold, we're just good. But nickel, we're going to need more of. So this should be a nice little supplement. And we can just kind of pray that we hit a nickel vein at some point with that guy. But on that note, let's go run over to our little board here. And did we kind of knock anything out? I think we did. We got this guy done. So board's looking good. I might have to update it with more tasks as we kind of come up with them. So I'll look and see about that during the middle episode or in between episodes. But I think I'm going to call it an episode here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little sick and my voice is starting to starting to fail on me. So thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.